Welcome back, and to continue shedding more light on the BRICS summit in which Egypt is participating in with a high-ranking delegation headed by Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli, we are very much delighted to have with us via phone Mr. Raouf Jaffar, our economic expert. Thank you very much for being with us, sir, and a very good morning.
Good morning to you, my dear.
And if you please, I'm going to start with the agenda of the first day. The first day will witness a plenary session held under the title of Peace and Security and Reform of Global Governance. If you want to elaborate on that topic.
Well, I mean, the idea of BRICS was a very smart idea because it breaks the monopoly of the West to the international commerce and trade. And it reduces the demand on the currencies of the West, like the dollars, the euro, etc. And it helps the participants or the members of the BRICS to enhance the trade between them by exchanging goods using their own currencies and what have you. So the idea is, as you said, is to create the tools that make the implementation of the BRICS idea possible, which has started already between the 5 countries. That is why they are looking forward to increase the number of participants in the BRICS.
It's already expanded, sir, the BRICS.
No,
yeah.
Yes.
Already expanded, and this added such weight for this economic gathering. And guess what? There are, as it was said yesterday, more than 30 countries already showed interest to join the BRICS, whether as member states or even partners. How do you see this, sir?
Absolutely correct. 5 has joined, and in the pipeline there are more than maybe 20 or 30 other countries that wish to do that. And as I said, they get rid of the monopoly of the West. And this is very good for the development of countries, particularly in the emerging markets like Africa and some other markets in Asia and in Latin America. So this is a very good idea, and I think that within very few years, this association or this gathering will represent a very important economic force that will be a big rival to the West, and this will affect, of course, the dollar value, and it will do good to all the participants of such gathering.
And already Brazilian President Lula da Silva said now BRICS now represents about 40% of population on the planet. So it's something which should not be taken like that. No, the final communique is going to have its impacts on 40% of the world population, and their decisions are going to be implemented on the ground for the best interest of all these peoples. Sir, also on the agenda of talks, it's going to tackle artificial intelligence, how to face the climate change repercussions, also strengthening multilateralism. If you want to also elaborate on these topics.
First of all, you mentioned De Silva, the president of Brazil, mentioned that this will include 40% of the population. I think it will include more. And once it is fully implemented, I think it will represent more than 60 or 17% perhaps of the world population, which is very important. Of course, the issue of climate change is a very crucial issue. We have witnessed lately changes in the climate in a way completely unprecedented. We've seen very high temperatures in Europe, for instance. We've seen, even in Egypt, we've seen snow and haze in the month of July, which is completely abnormal. So this is a problem that has to be tackled, that has to be dealt with very seriously, because it has to do with the safety of our planet. That is why the BRICS is giving a very important value to this issue, and I think it will be discussed thoroughly how to go about it within the BRICS community. Also, I think it will tackle the cooperation between the North and the South, and importance should be given to continents like Africa by sort of pushing a little bit the development bank in Africa, so that it can cover more and more countries and make good for both the BRICS members of today and the eventual members in the years to come.
And also the summit, which is number 17, I mean, since the year 2009, the BRICS summit, every edition, it adds a lot, I mean, to the economic arena in general. And this year in specific, for example, I'm going only to give one example. His Excellency, our Minister of Finance, Dr. Kojic, was there, and he met with his Brazilian counterpart, Fernando Haddad. They discussed a number of issues of mutual concern, and Dr. Kojic said that Egypt is keen to benefit from the Brazilian experience, whether in tax system, tax evasion, and also in financial inclusion, which is also an important economic fight. How do you see these meetings, sir, on the sidelines of the summit?
First of all, Brazil is one of the largest countries in South America, and it's on its way to become one of the very important economies in the world. And they have a lot of experience, they have a lot of expertise, and they have been through our same experience. I mean, they have developed themselves very quickly over the last 2 or 3 decades, and they have become a role model for the countries to follow suit. And I think that making use of the Brazilian experience, particularly in the development, in the low-cost financing, is in the private investments, in the financial inclusions. These are all issues that we need to learn from their experience and apply it here. We've started already, and the best thing is to use the experience of other countries and apply it on ours. And I think that of course, on top of that, they will discuss some issues related to industry and what have you, maybe repatriating some know-how, industrial know-how from Brazil to Egypt. I mean, this sideline negotiations are very important, particularly with a country with the importance of Brazil.
Mr. Raouf, Jaffar, thank you very much for your input, sir, and have a very good day. Right after the short break, we are going to return back with more. Stay tuned.